2026 Brewers Spring Training Game 22, the Brewers win 24-9 against the Dodgers. I say that right, 24-9. How do you go from getting almost perfect hit one day and scoring 24 runs the next day? They must have been just saving them for today, I guess. Anyways, Trevor McGill with the win, and then Jermaine Rosario for the loss. Top of the first, Tyler Glasnow would give up a single to Luis Rengifo, and then he would throw 1-2-3. Bottom of the first, Chad Patrick on the mound for the Brewers. He started by getting the first out to Miguel Rojas on a groundout. Freddie Freeman would hit a single. Mookie Betts and Max Muncy would get back-to-back flyouts to end out the inning. Top of the second, Tyler Glasnow would throw 1-2-3. Bottom of the second, Teoscar Hernandez would be the first out on a strikeout. Ha-Seong Kim would hit a single. James Tibbs would get walked, and then an RBI single by Zach Earhart would make it 1-0. And then Eliezer Alfonso and Miguel Rojas would get back-to-back outs to end out the inning. Top of the third, Tyler Glasnow would throw 1-2-3. Bottom of the third, Chad Patrick would start by getting back-to-back walks to Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts. Max Muncy would be the first out on a flyout. Then a 3-run home run by Teoscar Hernandez would make it 4-0. And then the final batter that he would face for now would be Ha-Seong Kim, and he'd give up a walk to him. Patricio Aquino would enter the game for the Brewers. He'd start by walking James Tibbs. He'd get the second out to Zach Earhart. And then a 2 RBI double by Eliezer Alfonso would make it 6-0 Dodgers. Then Patricio would walk Miguel Rojas and get the final out of the inning to Freddie Freeman. Top of the fourth, Tyler Glasnow would throw another 1-2-3. Bottom of the fourth, Chad Patrick would re-enter the game for the Brewers. He'd start by getting the first out to Mookie Betts, and then a solo home run by Max Muncy would make it 7-0. Then he would get back-to-back outs to end out the inning with Teoscar Hernandez and Ha-Seong Kim. Top of the fifth, Tyler Glasnow would start by walking Joey Ortiz, and then give a back-to-back singles to Brandon Lockridge and Jet Williams, and that Jet Williams hit, he'd get an RBI single, making it 7-1. Tyler Glasnow's final hitter would be Brock Wilken, and he'd strike him out. Then Jermaine Rosario would enter the game for the Dodgers, and he'd start by giving up a 2 RBI single to Luis Lara, making it 7-3. Now we have a full grocery list of people getting on base. We have Luis Rengifo on a single, Andrew Vaughn on a hit by pitch, a 2 RBI single by Tyler Black, making it 7-5, and then another RBI single this time by Gary Sanchez, making it 7-6. Then Blake Treinen would enter the game for the Dodgers. He'd start by hitting Joey Ortiz, and then he'd give up a grand slam to Brandon Lockridge, making it 10-7, and the Brewers have the lead. Jet Williams would hit a double, Brock Wilken would get walked, Luis Lara would strike out, and then Luis Rengifo would ground out to end out the inning. Bottom of the fifth, Trevor McGill would enter the game for the Brewers, and he would throw 1-2-3. Top of the sixth, Kenyon Middleton would enter the game for the Dodgers, and he would throw 1-2-3. Bottom of the sixth, Jared Koenig would enter the game for the Brewers. He'd start by giving up a single to John Rhodes, and then after that, he would throw 1-2-3. Top of the seventh, Jack Jar would enter the game for the Dodgers. He'd start by giving up back-to-back singles to Joey Ortiz and Brandon Lockridge, and then he would walk Jet Williams. An RBI fielder's choice hit by Cooper Pratt would make it 11-7. Then an RBI single by Luis Lara would make it 12-7. Kelvin Ramirez would enter the game for the Dodgers, and he'd give up back-to-back bases-loaded walks to Luke Adams and Mike Bovey, making it 13 and then 14-7. Then a sac fly to Tyler Black would make it 17-7, and then an RBI grounded by Ramon Rodriguez would make it 18-7. The runs just keep adding and adding and adding. Brady Ebel would hit a solo home run, making it 19-7. Brandon Lockridge would be out number 2 on a groundout, and then Ethan Murray would get walked. For the third pitcher in the inning, Evan Shaw would enter the game for the Dodgers. He'd give up a walk to Cooper Pratt, and then finally, Braylon Payne would be the final out on a strikeout. Bottom of the seventh, Grant Anderson would enter the game for the Brewers. He'd start by giving up back-to-back walks to Joe Vitrano and Ryan Fitzgerald. Michael Ciani would be out number 1 on a flyout, and then a sac fly by Chris Newell would make it 19-8. And then Frank Rodriguez would be out number 3. Top of the eighth, Luke Adams would get walked, and then Evan Shaw would throw 1-2-3 after that. Bottom of the eighth, Jack Seppings would enter the game for the Brewers. He'd start by walking John Rhodes. He'd strike out Noah Miller, then he'd give up another walk, this time to Nick Senzel. An RBI single by Zaire Hope would make it 19-9. Will Childers would enter the game for the Brewers, and he'd get back-to-back outs with Joe Vitrano and Ryan Fitzgerald to end out the inning. Top of the ninth, Lucas Wepf would enter the game for the Dodgers. He'd start by walking Brady Ebel, giving up a single to Josiah Ragsdale. Ethan Murray would hit a single, then a bases-loaded walk to Cooper Pratt would make it 20-9. Then another bases-loaded walk, this time to Braylon Payne, would make it 21-9. Robbie Porco would enter the game for the Dodgers. He'd give up another bases-loaded walk, this time to Luke Adams, making it 22-9. Then an RBI single by Mike Bovey would make it 23-9. Eddie Slater would be grounding into a double play, making it 24-9, which is the final run of the game. Ramon Rodriguez would be hit by a pitch, and then Brady Ebel would strike out to end out the inning. Bottom of the ninth, Joe Corbett would enter the game for the Brewers, and he would throw 1-2-3 to end out the game. Finally, the game is over. Alright, so the Brewers win 24-9. What a ridiculous score, because compared to yesterday, that's just crazy. Anyways, the record is now 10-12 in spring training, and the Brewers' respective hitter of the game goes to Brandon Lockridge, and the pitcher of the game goes to Jared Koenig.